Hrithik Roshan's ambitious home production Kites, made to launch the actor on an international level, underperformed at the box office. But for an actor who made his debut with the highest grossing film in the year 2000, hits and flops have now stopped making a difference. After his blockbuster debut directed by father Rakesh Roshan, Hrithik slipped down the popularity charts as he delivered a string of 7 flops. The actor soon bounced back with Koi Mil Gaya, once again directed by Roshan Sr., and there was no looking back. Krish, Dhoom 2 and Jodha Akbar followed, establishing Hrithik as one of the most sought-after actors in the industry today. As Hrithik once again teams up with Aishwarya Rai in Sanjay Leela Bhansali's Guzaarish, the question on everyone's lips is, will the pair score a hat-trick at the box office?
Hrithik Roshan, welcome to the show.
Nice to be here.
Hrithik, in your new film Guzaarish, your character has been described as the greatest magician of his times. Did you learn any magic tricks? Did you learn any magic while preparing for this part?
Yeah, I had to. Some of them were really, really tough. Make patte ko गायब कर सकता हूँ, and then I can make it appear again. Okay. I can lift a table up without my hands, and I can make it fly in the air.
Okay.
It's fun to do.
Now, your director Sanjay Leela Bhansali is famously meticulous. You have a reputation for being quite exacting as well. Were there clashes? Were there differences of opinion while making this film?
No, I think on the contrary, when you don't share that kind of passion, then there can be a problem, because then your vision for the final goal is not the same. Then there's a mismatch. And I think that is where his essence has been.
You spend a fair portion of this film in a wheelchair. Did you practice at home? Did you practice to moving about?
No, that was just that's a rumor, and it doesn't really make sense. You don't really need to practice much when you're on a wheelchair. It's a craft that you can, you don't really need to do much. It does it for you.
Okay.
So no, I didn't spend much time. The preparation that went into this film lasted for about a month and a half to 2 months, where I personally went and met up with the patients,
right,
to understand the ethos, the mindset, the depth, and you can't really even start to fathom what it must be like for someone to lose his entire life at a young age of 26, 30, 35, or even 65. To be struck by such a tragedy, and while going through that, that is when the real gift really showed itself to me, and it changed my life completely. Because after spending 6 hours or 7 hours with one of those patients, came out of the room and I realized that for those 6 hours I was just laughing. I was smiling and laughing, and he made me laugh and he made me smile, and he had the power to do that in spite of what he's going through. And it occurred to me he's a quadriplegic, and there's no way after experiencing that for days on end to go home and complain about less salt in the food or creaking sound of the fan. The complaining just vanishes, and that's what happened to me, and that's what I think is the gift that this film carries for its audience. No matter who you are. After all the entertainment, all the laughs, all the songs and the dances, when you leave the theater,
right,
no matter who you are, no matter where you are, no matter what you are, no matter what your problems are, you will smile. You will smile and you will say, it's okay, life is good, come on, let's just conquer, it's okay.
So an appreciation for life is what you find in this film, is what you're saying?
That's the true gift that I received.
Okay.
जरा सी मिर्ची है 100 ग्राम जिंदगी संभाल के खर्ची है
you're obsessive about your fitness, and you've always been. For this film, you had to pile on the pounds, didn't you? Did you learn to love your new body, learn to love, being fat?
I could enjoy it because I knew that it was just a deviation, and I will get back onto it. Though the getting back was really tough because I got addicted to the samosas and the batata vadas. I mean, I didn't even care which film was playing at the PVR. I used to just book my samosas, my 14 samosas, and I used to just binge on them. After 15 years, I actually tasted a batata vada, fried food.
It's been so long.
15 years, I did not know the taste of a fried batata vada. I just did not know. Pav bhaji, all those things. So I actually started to get addicted to that because it just tastes so bloody good.
Right.
But my body was not used to it. So my doctors were pretty unhappy with my reports because after 6 months of binging like this, my blood report was like through the roof.
Right.
And they just jumped in my way and said, stop, you can't do this anymore. And then thankfully it was at the right time when the film was ending. The shoot was just ending, and it took a month and a half to get back into shape, and now I'm okay.
Could you learn to love your new body?
Of course, I enjoyed myself. Those pictures of my paunch will be there for posterity for all my life.
Okay. Now, you've said somewhere that through this film, both Aishwarya and you could approach it as artists, where you didn't really constantly care about how you all were looking, and you all were just in the moment.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy that liberation? Did you enjoy just not bothering about vanity?
Absolutely. First of all, I don't think it's vanity because we are our own products, and we have to take care of it. So it's hard work towards making sure that you're giving your best. You're being paid for it. You better do look your best and be your best. But what I think we let go of is the craft, and just followed our instincts, and we were so spontaneous. Sometimes the dialogues on paper was something else, and what we said was something else. So it was really it was fun. It was liberating. It was great because Mr. Bhansali also did not hold us back. If we wanted to try something, he was all for it. So he really took care of us and really pushed us, and it was just a memory that I will cherish for a long, long time.
Okay.
बस इतनी सी तुमसे गुजारिश है
कैसा लग रहा हूँ?
थोड़ी nervous, but very handsome.
Doing this kind of film where you're playing a character who's trapped in a wheelchair, who's paralyzed, who depends on another person even for basic needs, is it the kind of performance, is it the kind of character that depressed you personally? Is it a role you took home?
On the contrary, when you see the film, Ethan is the happiest man I have played.
Okay.
He is the strongest and the biggest superhero that I have played.
Okay.
And so that is what sort of I imbibed in my own life. So all the little things that don't bother, are not important in your life, just filtered out. I was just by fluke, I think. I adopted a stance where there was a force field, and no problems could enter it. There were no problems. There are no problems. Every problem has a solution. I just stopped asking why. Normally we get irritated, we complain, and we keep asking why and stuff. Just went out the window, and of course the one section of the media had a field day with taking my look with the crazy hair and the beard and saying, oh, he's become an alcoholic now,
right.
and he's gained weight and he's gone insane. But again, the force field was strong. I didn't have to fight that battle. It was not important.
Okay.
So I just had it was a life-changing experience.
You recently were measured for your wax statue at Madame Tussauds.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the day when I can take my two boys and enter the 2000s and say, well, here's Daddy.
How has your professional relationship with Aishwarya changed over the 3 films you have done together?
I think the